Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings today. We have a trending news here for you, and the headline of the news reads: Presidency react as Northern Elder Blast Buhari says he has failed Nigerians. But before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to the channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos on YouTube. Alright, let's look at the news in detail. The presidency has fired back at the Northern Elders Forum after it alleged that poverty, particularly in the north, and massive social security have worsened under Buhari's administration. Addressing newsmen at the end of a meeting convened by its chairman and former vice chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, Professor Ango Abdullahi, the group said it is difficult to see how Buhari can accept the challenge to radically improve its handling of our security situation and also improve the lives of Nigerians. And from the statement release, it says it has become necessary and appropriate, however, to make public the position of the forum on important matters that affect the manner Nigerian lives and the future. We must address. The forum regrets that by any standard of judgment, the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari has failed the nation in the vital area of improving its security. The relationship between insecurity and poverty is fundamental, but the administration does not appear to have any idea on what will provide relief or solution. It gives the forum no pleasure to say that it has warned Nigerians that President Buhari lacked the will, the competence, and commitment to lead it into a secure and prosperous future. It is shocking that in spite of unprecedented consensus among Nigerians that the administration requires a new resolve approach and leadership and the fight against the nation's multiple security challenges, President Buhari appears either totally isolated or in deep denial over the result of his failure to secure Nigerians. It is difficult to see how Buhari can accept the challenge to radically improve his handling of our security situation. There should be a thorough overhaul of the leadership of our security and public safety agencies, and the injection of a higher level of competence, integrity, and accountability in the manner our troops and the police and security agencies deal with security challenges. The North knows its interest, and will stand together to elect only persons who meet the standard and interest of the people of the North. No politician should assume that they are entitled to our support unless they show a clear understanding and a commitment to deal with our problem and meet our aspirations. President Buhari spokesperson Femi Adesina, who reacted to the forum verdict on Buhari-led administration, stated that the Northern Elders Forum is just Anglo Abdullahi. According to him, the group cannot boast of credible membership, and its leader is akin to a general without troops. Professor and Femi Adesina in his write-up said Professor Ango Abdullahi on Sunday signed a long, whining statement on many issues relating to the North and purported to the country. The former vice chancellor signed a statement under the banner of Northern Elders Forum. Hearing that title, you would think the body was a conglomeration of true leaders, but the truth is that NEF is just Ango and Abdullahi, and Ango Abdullahi is M0cked. It is a quasi-organization that boasts of no credible membership, and its leader is akin to the general without troops. Before the 2019 presidential election, the one-man army called M0cked has shown its antipathy against President Muhammadu Buhari and its preference for another candidate. They all got beaten together. M0cked is mere waving a flag that is at half-mast. Buhari steadily and steadfastly focuses on the task of restoring Nigeria and discerning Nigerians know the true state of the nation. They don't need a paper tiger to tell them anything. And that's not quite interesting, because whatever reaction they are giving, he's just trying to impress his boss. The truth is, it's all glaring that this administration have little or no idea of how to resolve some of the pending issues, especially security. We are looking at the north, and progressively Boko Haram are taking new territories day after day. Plateau is almost in their list right now. The Fulani herdsmen also have plagued Nigerians enough. If you look at what had just happened a few days ago, that even resulted in Lalong, who is the governor of Plateau State, to demand the arrest of the Métis Allah leader. It's an indication that they know where this thing is coming from. So whatever the former vice chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, Ango Abdullahi, is saying is nothing short of the truth. Even if it is one man army, even if it is a general without a troop, whatever name you want to give to it, the truth remains that you are absolutely talking garbage. One of the things I wonder about these people is, do they even tell their leaders the truth for once? If not for anything, for posterity's sake, just to open your mouth and let your leader understand the situation of things in the country. Because whatever we've been seeing, whatever reaction he is showcasing to the whole world, is traceable to what the people have been telling him. It's traceable to what they say is going on in the country. Because if you tell him the whole truth, most of the reactions, or most of the silence that we have seen thus far would have been ended long ago, and he would have jumped into action. Imagine someone like Lai Mohammed coming up to tell Nigerians that Boko Haram has been technically defeated, while in reality these guys are progressionally taking over territories day after day. Fulani herdsmen are now very active. Okay, there are some other new militia group who have come up. And do you know why they are coming up? Because they have come to realize that it seems that natural power is that's might is power. They've come to realize that it's like this country, we can also take a chunk of this country and make it our private, possibly a private investment. So everyone is trying to do whatever they can with their ability, because the current security situation in the country is a total flop. Nigerians have recommended, not even Nigerians, recommended, okay, if things have gone haywire, all right, why not change the current leadership under the leadership of Buhari? Change other persons who are there as leaders in security. They are still being kept, and things are getting worse by the day. The killings is increasing in a geometrical progression. And that's why I feel that M0cked has the right to come out plain to tell Nigerians that this thing that is going on is absolutely not supported by the Northern Elders Forum. Whether you like it or not, that forum exists. Whether we like it or not, they are in existence, and they just want to declare their stand. Elder statesmen, that's one of the things that I have been expecting a lot of the elders to be doing. Some people are of the opinion that he has stopped feeding them with money. That's why they are reacting in the way they are currently reacting. They believe that since he has stopped funding them or whatever, that's the reason behind them talking and all of that. But it's so glaring. Whether you fund anybody, you don't fund anybody, is glaring, because one of the things that every elderly person must look out for is a future that will take over from them. A future. Now, if we continue like this, even when they will be handing over leadership baton to their own children and say, keep running, where are we running to? We don't even have a state. We don't even have security on ground. We can't even walk free. Our ancestral lands have been hijacked by certain set of people. Why? Because the right people have been keeping quiet for so long and giving opportunity to all these to terrible human beings to lead us and to do anyhow with the present with leadership. They just enjoy what they're doing because there's nobody that can stand up and defend the country. And guess what? Many people have been of the opinion that this is just the beginning. And it's almost true because Obasanjo had already spoken about things like this, that it will surely come up. Buhari has been overly quiet. And it seems that this quietness is not a good one for Nigerians. And that's why these people are talking. Already, this is a failed nation. Nigeria is now a failed nation. It's considered by many that it is a failed nation. I pray that they will wake up to their responsibility and do what they're supposed to do. Why most of them are not even feeling all of this is because, number one, it doesn't concern us. If it gets to worse, we'll just take the next available flight and run out of the country. But don't forget that it may affect your brother. It may affect. Femi Adesina has proven to Nigerians that he has no reasoning of his own, because he has been blind rubbish with his mouth in a dimension that people begin to wonder. Does it mean this guy does not really hear on the news or on pages of newspaper what has actually been happening in the country? Why is he in support of all these things? And I think that's one of the greatest problems of Africans. In America, in other countries of the world, you see that when you look at a particular leader and his way of leadership is not in sync with what had been your fundamental principles as a person that is grown, you can throw in the white towel and walk away, because you know that maximum period of his leadership may be just 8 years. Buhari is going to spend the highest in that place is going to be 8 years. After now, another person is going to take up mantle of leadership. The next 10 years, the next 20 years, when it will come to a point where you need to talk to the youth, and when it comes to a point where you need to stand up and respond to a very important issue, you may be invited to, come talk to the youths in respect of this. Some people will be bold enough to stand up and say, when you were there, why didn't you provide all this solution to your so-called leaders at that time? They will look and you'll be so ashamed of yourself. Look at what he's saying. All the same will like